Hello, welcome to another Gundam Battle Operation 2 video. That is the new suit, the ReGelgu, I think. We can call it the new Gelgu. I don't know. It's apparently a Gelgu that's been retrofitted. Whenever Axis Hollywood, yes, Axis Hollywood got a Gelgu, and they made the ReGelgu. No, the Axis asteroid, you know, where all the Neo-Zeon folks are at. The good old Neo-Zeon. But yeah, initial thoughts on this thing. I grabbed the level 1 ReGelgu, which is a 500 cost, and it does have a level 2 at 550. Also managed to grab the Aqua GM, which I have some videos for that. That is a fun suit to play. But back to this. Go ahead and start off with some stats here. So it has, at level 1 500, it has 18 ballistic and 18 beam defense. Oh, well, as well as 18 melee resistance too. It has 31 range strength and 20 melee strength. And of course it has a double dodge roll. And the shoulder buffers. And I think the leg buffer too, the leg shock absorber, something like that. And surprisingly, no maneuver armor. I almost expected it because of how big this thing is. You know, I think, yeah, melee combo controller. And, yeah, this suit's pretty fun, I would say. There's some definite upsides and some definite downsides. So I guess we'll get into that. The ReGelgu has 3 stuns. It has that beam rifle, which looks like a shotgun, but it's a beam rifle that has 6 shots. It has a grenade launcher in its wrist on its left arm that works like, it feels like it's the armed buster from the Desert Gelgu, but it doesn't heavy stagger, but it does travel very fast, and it works at mid-range. It can shoot pretty far too. It's really easy to time your shot if you can, you know, if you're used to it. And then it has a regular grenade launcher for the beam rifle, which it does less damage than the grenade launcher in the wrist, and it travels slower and has shorter range, but you know, it's another stun. And then its other weapon is the missile pod, or bunch of missiles in the little shoulder it has there. You can see like there's a little block next to the sensor there on the other side where so you see the sensor on the left side, and then you look at the right side, you see that block. There we go. That's where its missiles are. And the missiles, I feel like, are not that useful. They're very slow to come out. Like, let's say you're doing your typical raid thing, even though this is a general. You know, you charge at somebody, shoot your missiles. Sometimes you'll go to the person before your missiles do. And, you know, if you're trying to follow up on somebody, whenever you send them out, it takes a while for them to come out. They do the little startup animation, then they come flying out towards the enemy. That takes fucking forever. So I tend to mix it up with, like, when I'm doing a combo and I'm knocking them on the ground. If I want them on the ground, then I'll try and follow up with missiles. Or if there's just a time where I can't use any of my other weapons, and or you know, I don't want to stun my teammates, I'll use the missiles instead. And I believe you have 8 or 9. And it takes 4 missiles to stun somebody. And of course they do like 300 something damage. But yeah, this suit is almost the way I've been playing it. Kind of like a mini camphor. Pretty much just a camphor. A camphor if it was a Gelgu. My bad, the ReGelgu. I almost employ the same tactics that I would with the camphor, where I stun them with the grenade launcher first, and then I get real close to them, and if they do a dodge roll, then hey, I can follow up with another stun. Or if, you know, if they have a double dodge roll, hey, there's another stun for that. Or, you know, I'll pull out my melee and then go to town on them. This suit can work really well for not knocking down your opponent. You know, you can just hit your melee off, back up, stun them again, hit your melee off, back up, stun them again, over and over again. I don't do it this match, but it's definitely possible, and that's do some dirty shit with this suit. it, it's really easy just to get a stun lock on somebody with it. However, there are some downsides to this suit. It only has 15,000 health. Or 14,000. 14,500? I think it's 15,000. Pretty low for such a big suit. And it also has the same old ReGelgu leg problem where it's easy to take out its legs if you aim for them. And then you mix that up with its low resistances. It has 18 on all of its resistances, which is pretty low for a suit at 500. What the fuck happened to that guy? Yeah, this match was kind of laggy if you couldn't tell already. So it's a big target with less than stellar or middling defense stats, and it has a pretty low health pool. So it can be very glass cannon-y at times, especially if you have a support around that can just fuck it up. So, another thing that can be good with this, if you play like a hit and run, you run up to somebody or a group of people, stun the fucking everybody, then fuck off somewhere else. You can do that. And yeah, look at that. That's a fast grenade launcher. Holy shit. That is fucking fast. And I caught him with my neutral swing, which that is the range on that. I almost said beam naginata. I think it's called something else. I think it's just called the ReGelgu double beam saber, something like that. Maybe it is the beam naginata again, but it has a long range. I just walked past this guy and got hit by his neutral swing. That's awesome. So you can definitely space people out with your neutral swing, even your left side swing, and your right side swing can hit behind you. So you can use that for like just hitting groups of people around you. And I hope you don't get tackled though, but but yeah, that neutral swing, you can definitely catch people out of the rolls with it super easily. Then follow up with your down swing, which the down swing you kind of lurch forward when you do it, so it has pretty good range on that too. It's nothing to mess around with. It's ooh, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. It's a pretty nice suit. It definitely feels like a 2-star suit with the downsides of this thing, but it does have pretty significant upsides, and it makes it really fun to play. I think there's something else I was trying to try and say with this suit. But yeah, you just have to be careful with this thing. You're a huge target, easy to hit, probably easy to kill for some suits. I think for this I went straight up beam defense because I know it's 500. Beam defense is going to be crucial. Also, you can also use the I think it's the giant bazooka 2 on this suit instead of your beam rifle. But I'm trying to remember what the beam bazooka, not the beam bazooka, just the giant bazooka 2 is like. I think if I remember, it's just not as good as a beam rifle. I think it has like a long time to ready up again. I think it does less damage than the beam rifle here too. Oh, we just skipped straight to the end here. Top damage dealt, awesome. And hey, third place, 6-2, not bad at all. And that was actually like my first match with this suit. You see, if you remember from the description of my testing out for this thing, I tried to find a match for a good 30 to 40 minutes, and I couldn't fucking find one. Either we get to the selection screen and somebody would just fucking quit for no fucking reason, and they probably get like a 5-day penalty out of it, seeing how the penalty's that extreme now. Eventually, then once one person leaves, 3 people leave after that, and it's like, why? Surely you have the patience to wait for one more person. And then one person just joined, after 5 minutes of waiting, one person finally joins, and then they leave again, and then it restarts this whole cycle, and then I'm like, okay, fuck it, I want to go try a space match. That's 600, even though this is a 500 suit. Waited a fucking long time. I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna come back on the next day, or later that day, because this was like at 12 to 1, and then I woke up, went to work, come back, and played it again. And having played that match, it was pretty fun. Definitely camphor vibes going on here. It can be a real annoying suit, but at the same time, it can be quite easy to deal with. Um, Especially if you're a really strong melee suit. Uh, with 18 melee resistance, that's support territory pretty much. You can just run in there, stun them with something, come in with your downswing. Yeah, just pick Mark II. Well, actually, I did pretty good against those Mark IIs in that match. You can do some pretty simple tactics. Stun them, come up to your opponent, and if they do a dodge roll, just follow up with another stun. Your pretty basic reads, and you can get rewarded for a lot of damage. So yeah, the ReGelgu, not a bad suit at all, but it does have some definite downsides. Do put some leg parts on this thing, and then really you can go either way with more range parts or more melee parts. I think I put a little bit more boost in this. I think it has like 70 something, maybe close to 80. So you can boost pretty far with it. And of course, it has a double dodge roll, so that can help out in certain situations. Especially when you mix it up with your 3 stuns. When you're fighting an opponent that only has like 1 dodge roll. You can definitely you can handle a 1v1. And, if you have a partner, you can handle groups of people. You just have to be careful because, again, you have 15,000 health, low resistances depending on if you want to build up in one area or not. And you're a big target. So, yeah, I would say it's definitely, I think it's worth the tokens if you can get it. Yeah, I'd say it's worth it. It's worth getting it. But yeah, that's going to be in this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want. I'd really appreciate it. And, type up in the comment section what you feel about the ReGelgu. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Well, I like it so far. I don't think it's going to be my absolute favorite suit to play, but I think in terms of a Gelgu, I think it's one of my favorite Gelgus to play, next to the Uma Lightning one. Maybe even, I was about to say the high mobility type, but I don't really play that one that much. That one just has a gun. Yeah, I think if you want to spend the tokens for us and try and get this, I think it can be worth it. I don't think the suit's going to be too game changing. I think it's going to fit in nicely. It's going to have all those stuns, and it's going to be it's not going to be like the Cubile where it's going to hang around for a long time. Because again, I've already said it like 50 times about its health and all that, its resistances. So if you play smart against the suit, or you team up with somebody, you can take it out. It shouldn't be too big of a problem. But if you're fighting somebody who knows what they're doing, they can be a pain in the ass with this thing. Camphor 2.0 and all that. But yeah, with that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.